This week, the angel that wanted to come through for the channeled message is Archangel Jophiel. So she is known for recognizing the beauty in life and bringing in joy. So we'll see if her message is related to this. So I'm gonna take a moment, channel, and see what comes through. I'm seeing a bright ray of sunshine, so just like walking through kind of like a neighborhood, or just kind of like, yeah, just your average neighborhood in the sidewalk, looking up, seeing the sun shining, and almost like it's a like nothing could not go your way is the feeling that's coming through. Like everything feels like it's in perfect alignment. Everything feels like it's going exactly how it should, and it's just like life's great. That's like the feeling that's coming in. Okay, now she's showing me a totally opposite image of it's dark outside, it's cloudy, it's rainy, it's cold, like everything feels like it sucks and nothing feels like it's going in my way, and just it feels like, is anything going right in life? So I'm going to see why she's bringing up both of these images, and just see what she wants to share with bringing both of these images up. She's bringing to mind, like, which one would you rather be in? And kind of noticing, that probably most people would choose the sunshiny day, everything's going our way, and like life's good. But this idea that if we stay in that, we're kind of hanging out in what can be called like toxic positivity. So Jovial is really naming this idea that like we want to recognize the positive parts of life, the beauty in life, and feel like keeping a positive mindset, but we don't want to do it to the detriment of ourselves and just only staying in the positive. That's not helpful. But if we stay in the dark, gloomy place, then like that doesn't feel good, right? That's probably going to lead to a lot of depression, or that's what depression can feel like. So let's see like how she would like us to move forward, or what's the recommendation of how to find that balance, but find the joy, how to feel like we're in flow. One is a question of what's most important to you. When we focus on like when we're in a place of we feel like life is flowing, things are going our way, whatever we are manifesting or want to come into being is happening. That's one, because we believe in ourselves and we believe that it's possible. But it's also because we're focusing on what's important to us. When we focus on what we don't want, is what she's saying, like all the things that like we're afraid of, like, well, I don't want to have this relationship play out this way, or I hope I don't get a bad grade on a test, or I hope I don't get a bad evaluation at work, or I hope I don't hit traffic when I'm driving. Like every time we focus on what we don't want to happen, so that gloomy, cloudy day image, that's the energy that we're staying in. So it's not like we can't sit in emotions and be like, I'm sad right now, I'm angry, I am feeling fear. We want to notice it, be with it, be curious about what is that feeling trying to tell me? What's the communication behind me feeling this way? What do I need right now to manage that? And then we want to move through it. We don't want to get stuck in it, because then then we're always going to be in that kind of frequency, and then we're going to be drawing all the things that we're actually afraid about, because that's what we're focusing on. We want to instead focus on the opposite. So instead of like, I hope I don't hit traffic, we can reframe that as, I hope I hit all green lights, or I hope that traffic moves through like smoothly and it flows and I get to work on time. So it's about a reframe like that. And that's not toxic positivity. That's not ignoring how we're feeling. That's just reframing the way we think about stuff. It's the other side of the coin, right? Everything that we're afraid of, what we're really saying when we're afraid of something is we don't want it to happen because we want something else to happen instead. But because of the way our brains are wired, and also out of protection, we often focus on the negative, so we feel more prepared for it. We feel less disappointed if that were to happen. And it feels vulnerable to hope. This is all the messages that are coming through. It feels vulnerable to hope and to sit with like, this is what I really want. This is what I hope happens. This is what I'm excited about. This is what I'm dreaming about. This is what I want so bad, that we'd rather focus on trying to protect ourselves from the disappointment. But what happens is like we sit in that energy of what we don't want to have happen, that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. in some way, shape, or form. It gets drawn to us, or we engage in certain behaviors that end up leading to what we're afraid of. Like, I'm so afraid that this person is going to leave me and abandon me and not want to be with me. So then it ends up leading to me engaging in behaviors out of that fear, which end up pushing that person away, and then that person leaves me and abandons me. And then I feel like, oh, well, see, I'm right. But really, we've played our own role in that. So Jophiel wants us to focus on what role are we playing in creating a life that we want for ourselves? How are our thoughts creating that reality? How are our emotions creating that reality? How are our behaviors creating that reality? And how can we shift the lens from negative to positive when it's important? So showing like a filter that you might put in like a camera or some type of just like a lens where like one's darker and one's brighter. Even showing me, like, if you ever gone to the eye doctor and they're like, is it better, like you're looking at the numbers and the letters across to see like what's clear, if you're trying to see if you need contacts or glasses, and the eye doctor asks, is it better with 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Is it clear? Is the image clear? That kind of thing of like the lens really matters of how we feel and how we're seeing life. So is there a way that we can change our lens up so we see life more accurately? Because sometimes when we're in the doom and gloom, we're actually not seeing things accurately. And how can we bring more light and love and joy into our life by changing the way we view things without going to a place of avoidance of all negatives and that emotions are bad? That's not what we're talking about. Let me see if there's any other things that Archangel Jophiel wants to share with us today and for this week, for the collective. Let's see. So I'm hearing like bells. I'm seeing bells ringing, and I'm hearing that song, like, I Can Hear the Bells. This idea of like listening to your heart's desire and whispers and what's coming up for you, and then notice when it hits, like, this message sometimes it's hard to explain. Notice when it hits like an alarm bell, like when an emotion or a thought comes up, and then I'm in like fight or flight, and like the bell's really ringing, like, okay, something's going on here. Why am I feeling this way? Take a moment, pause. What do I need right now so it can quiet down? And then it sounds more like wind chimes is what she's saying. That's what our intuition sounds like. It's softer, it's quieter. It's not alarm bells. It feels nicer, feels more grounded and calmer. And focus more on that to lead us forward into what we desire, to have hope, to be vulnerable and have courage to lead with joy and hope at times instead of fear and anxiety. And then to really pay attention to what's around you. What beauty can you notice around you in your environment, in nature, in people who are in your lives, things that you appreciate about them, things about yourself, just things about your life that you feel grateful for. These little small hits of gratitude and joy can really change our day if we pay attention to that. So that's the message from Archangel Jophiel, and I hope you can find moments of joy and beauty this week.